So this is the Shark Detect Pro and this is the Dyson V12 Slim. And today we're going to compare these two vacuums and hopefully we're going to tell you which one is right for you. Now first off, we are going to have to talk about the size of these two vacuums. With the Detect Pro, this vacuum is noticeably smaller than the V12 and the handle itself is a little lighter, weighing in at 2 pounds and 14 ounces. And yes, we are rounding up here. Whereas the V12 Slim weighs in at 3 pounds and 8 ounces. But when fully assembled, the Detect Pro weighs in at a little over 6 pounds, whereas with the V12 Slim, this vacuum weighs in at 5.2 pounds with the fluffy optic tool, and it will weigh in at 5.4 pounds if you're using the dedicated carpet cleaner head. So overall, both of these vacuums are relatively small and they're both relatively lightweight. And the good thing about both of these vacuums is that with both of these vacuums, they both have a power on button. So once these vacuums are turned on, they stay on. You don't have to constantly keep a trigger held down like you have to do with some of Dyson's other vacuums, like let's say the V11 or the V15. But also, even though the Detect Pro is relatively small, the good thing about the Detect Pro is that the built-in bin in it is twice the size of the bin found in the V12. But also, with the Detect Pro, if you want, you can get the automatic docking tool. And what this automatic docking tool does, it automatically cleans out the bin and it also keeps your vacuum fully charged. So every single time that you go and you reach for your vacuum, if you have the automatic docking tool, you are going to get a vacuum that is completely cleaned out and the battery is fully charged. Whereas with the V12, you have to manually clean out the bin and you have to manually plug this vacuum into charge. But then there's the overall performance of these two vacuums. Now overall, when it comes to suction, I have to say that both of these vacuums have the same suction to them. However, when it comes to the loudness, I do feel that the Detect Pro is a little quieter than the V12. But so that you can hear for yourself, we're going to do a quick test. So first, here comes Eco Mode on both of these vacuums. So that's Eco Mode on the Detect Pro. Here comes Eco Mode on the V12. Now here I do feel that the V12 is a little quieter than the Detect Pro while in Eco Mode. Now here comes the medium or auto mode on the Detect Pro. So that is the medium or auto mode on the Detect Pro. Here comes medium mode on the V12. So that's the V12 while in medium mode. And here comes their boost modes. So that's boost mode on the Detect Pro. Here comes boost mode on the V12. So, like you've been able to see, while in boost mode, the V12 Slim is noticeably louder than the Detect Pro while in boost mode. However, when it comes to the medium mode on both of these vacuums, I do feel that the V12 is just a little quieter than the Detect Pro. And while in Eco mode, definitely the V12 is quieter than the Detect Pro, while both of these vacuums do have the same suction. But when it comes to their boost modes, the V12 is louder than the Detect Pro. But when it comes to the battery life on both of these vacuums have an advertised battery life of 60 minutes. However, that advertised battery life of 60 minutes on both of these vacuums is while they're running on Eco mode. But both of these vacuums have an auto mode, and while both of these vacuums are set to auto, then they're both going to be good for around 40 minutes of use. However, the auto mode on both of these vacuums is very different. Now, with the Detect Pro, you are going to have some indicator lights located on both the vacuum itself and on the carpet cleaner head. So basically with the Detect Pro, once it detects dirt, the indicator light on top is going to turn red, and that is telling you that the vacuum has detected a lot of dirt, so it's going to automatically spin up. Then the indicator light is going to switch over to amber, and that's basically telling you that, hey, we're currently cleaning this area, please keep the carpet cleaner where it is. And then the indicator light on the Detect Pro is going to switch over to blue, and that's basically telling you that, hey, this area has now been cleaned and the vacuum will automatically lower its suction. And personally, I do like the indicator light system on the Detect Pro because it is a lot simpler to understand, and it is found on both the vacuum itself and on the carpet cleaner head. Now, the V12 also has an automatic mode. However, the automatic mode on the V12 doesn't communicate what it's doing as well as the Detect Pro. But with the V12, you do have these graphs here on the back. And basically, if you see that the purple or the pink graph is spiking, you should definitely keep your vacuum where it is. But if you have the yellow or orange graph up, that is normal. However, one thing that the V12 does have over the Detect Pro is that thanks to the LCD screen on the back, you do get a better readout of how much battery you have left. Now, right now, this vacuum is set to Eco, and as you can see, we have a battery life of around 16 minutes and 40 seconds. But if we were to switch this over to auto, then the battery life is going to switch over to 9 minutes. And if we were to switch it over to boost, then we're going to have a battery life of 2 minutes, 38 seconds. So overall, both of these vacuums have an auto mode, and both of these auto modes are good. However, I do prefer how the auto mode on the Detect Pro communicates to you because it is a lot simpler to understand than the auto mode found on the V12. But also keep in mind, both of these vacuums do have an advertised battery life of 60 minutes, but that's with both of these vacuums running on their eco modes. However, if you were to use these vacuums while in their auto modes, they're going to be good for around 40 minutes, and while in boost mode, that is going to take a very big toll on the battery life. It's only going to be good for a few minutes or so. But then there are the included accessories that come included with both of these vacuums, and plainly said, the Dyson comes included with a lot more accessories than the Shark Detect Pro. Now with the Detect Pro, we have a single motorized carpet cleaner head, and this carpet cleaner head here has a single roller, and with this roller we have a lot of soft bristles here with stiffer bristles here, and these are the ones that are going to help get into your carpet. But more importantly, we do have these rubber fins here, and this is what's going to help you get really deep into those carpets. Whereas with the V12, we do have a carpet cleaner head here, and again, this is motorized, but with this here, we have our softer bristles here, and we have our stiffer bristles here. Now, this carpet cleaner head is going to work well on both carpets and hardwood floors, but I do feel that you are going to get a deeper clean with the Shark Detect Pro in your carpets due to those rubber fins. However, with the V12 also has this fluffy optic tool, and this fluffy optic tool has much softer bristles on it, so this is the tool that you want to use for your hardwood floors. But more importantly, the fluffy optic tool also has a green built-in LED. And what this green built-in LED does is that it helps you find a lot of dirt or dust on your hardwood floors. So when you're cleaning, you know that an area is clean due to the fluffy optic tool. And personally, I do feel that the built-in LEDs on this cleaning head here is a lot more useful than the cleaning head found on the Detect Pro. So if you have a lot of hardwood floors that you plan on cleaning up, personally, I would recommend that you go with the Dyson, simply because this carpet cleaner head here does have that green built-in LED, which is a very simple tool, but it is a very useful tool. And finally, the V12 also comes included with this smaller motorized head here, and this smaller motorized head here is what you might want to use if you want to do any detail work in your car, or if you want to clean your upholstery, or if you have a pet's bed, or you can also use this tool for cleaning a carpeted staircase. Now, both of these vacuums also come included with a crevice tool. However, the crevice tool that comes included with the V12, it is narrower and longer than the crevice tool that comes included with the Detect Pro. So that might be important if you plan on doing a lot of detail work. And both of these vacuums also come included with a duster. Now, the duster that comes included with the Detect Pro is wider than the duster that comes included with the V12. But with the V12, you can choose if you want to use the bristles on it or not, because these bristles, you can extend them and you can retract them. So if you're trying to choose between the Shark Detect Pro and the Dyson V12 Slim, it is a bit of a hard decision. Now, the good things that I like about the Shark Detect Pro is that when this vacuum is set to auto mode, its auto mode does a much better job of communicating to you what exactly it's doing. I also like that the bin in the Detect Pro is larger than the bin found in the Dyson V12 Slim. And also, if you have the automatic dock with the Detect Pro, the automatic dock is going to automatically clean out your bin, and it is going to keep your vacuum fully charged. So every time that you reach for your vacuum, you are going to get an empty vacuum with a battery that's fully charged. Also, I feel that with the Detect Pro, the carpet cleaner head that comes included with it, I do feel that it is going to give you a deeper clean in your carpets thanks to the built-in rubber fins. However, with the Dyson V12 Slim, with this vacuum, you are going to get a lot more accessories, and more importantly, if you plan on cleaning a lot of hardwood floors, the built-in LED found on the fluffy optic tool is going to make it a lot easier for you to see any dirt or dust that you have on your hardwood floors, thus making it easier for you to clean up, because this fluffy optic tool does a better job of showing you where the dirt is, whereas with the Detect Pro, not so much. But also with the V12 Slim, this vacuum is noticeably quieter than the Detect Pro while it's in eco mode and while it's in auto mode. However, this vacuum is louder than the Detect Pro while it's in its boost mode. However, you should only use boost mode on both of these vacuums when you absolutely have to.